Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Brent Christensen, President and CEO of the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce, and I am so glad that you've been able to join us today for our second virtual Small Business Awards. I want to open by expressing the deepest appreciation for each of you watching. To our small business supporters, thank you. Your support of our local small businesses meant the world to our community as we've weathered the past year. And to our small business owners, just wow. We are in complete awe of your resilience, your perseverance, and your determination. We are your biggest fans, and we hope that you feel the love today as we celebrate our award winners. Speaking of our supporters, our sponsors make this event happen each year, and each and every one of these companies are huge advocates for the small business community, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate their support. It is now my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce to you the chair of the Chamber's Board of Directors and the CEO for United Healthcare's Community Plan for North Carolina, Anita Hughes-Bachman.
Well, thank you, Brent. It is my absolute pleasure to be here and congratulate the recipients of the Chamber's Small Business Awards. Small business makes up 80% of our Chamber membership, and we are so proud of each and every one of you. As a chair of the Chamber's Board of Directors, I want to let you know that we are here for you. We've been unofficially calling 2021 the Year of Small Business here at the Chamber, and we mean that. We want to continue to be a resource for information, networking, and those invaluable connections that you need to make in order to be successful. Our Chamber staff is in the chat, and they can tell you all the ways that you can get involved with us. Even while we're still virtual, we're here to help you in any way possible. Again, I want to congratulate all of our nominees and our winners. We are so happy that you've chosen to call Greensboro home. Finally, I'm so excited to tee up this next segment. There are many exciting things happening in downtown Greensboro, and we are thrilled to be a part of this expanded hub of innovation at Transform Greensboro. I'll now turn it over to the team to tell you more about this new partnership.
My name's Andy Zimmerman. Welcome to Transform Greensboro. I'm going to walk you through our original space, and then we're going to head over to our expansion space. Our community room is here. This is where everybody gathers together, and also our member side of Transform Greensboro. And then this is the office side. We have 26 offices on this side, 3 conference rooms, and another floor upstairs. So we're in back of Transform Greensboro, and it's a very short walk over to our new expansion space at the old Bluebell building. So on the office side, we'll have 52 offices, private phone booths, 4 state-of-the-art conference rooms, a classroom that seats up to 75 people, and the event space. The reason for our expansion is creating a better ecosystem for entrepreneurship in Greensboro.
We're really excited about our partnership with Launch Greensboro and the Chamber. Launch Greensboro does such a fantastic job at programming, and they really know how to connect with entrepreneurs in the area. That we are really strong at providing an inspirational workspace for people to operate out of. So we thought, why don't we marry those two things together, create this amazing hub of innovation.
Launch Greensboro, as the entrepreneurship arm of the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce, supports entrepreneurs as they start, build, and grow their business. At CoLab, we've had 1 classroom and we've had 1 conference room. And now we've got multiple conference rooms. We've got a large classroom, and we even have a space large enough where we can host our demo days. In 5 years, as a result of this partnership, I really see the Innovation District build out from here to Nussbaum Center, creating a new business culture of early stage startup ecosystem.
I think the collaboration is going to be very powerful.
Hi, I'm Nikita Green, Vice President of Leadership, Diversity, and Inclusion at the Greensboro Chamber. And I'm so excited to introduce to you Dr. Chanel James. I have the great privilege of working with Dr. James in our Scale to Excel program. We launched the Scale to Excel program in January to provide a new executive education program for minority business owners. As a professor of entrepreneurship and as an entrepreneur herself, Dr. James understands the heart and the mind of entrepreneurs. She is integral to the success of our Scale to Excel program already, and she is a force in the community. So we're absolutely thrilled to have her as our dynamic instructor for the cohort and as our speaker today. I hope you'll learn as much from her now as we have thus far.
Good afternoon. My name is Chanel James. I am normally a faculty member at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, but recently I am on this wonderful journey with the Chamber of Commerce, teaching as an instructor in the Scale to Excel program. I am so excited for this day and this celebration of our local entrepreneurs. I've been thinking about what to say. There are a million things to say, and normally in an address like this, I would talk about how wonderful entrepreneurs are. For example, I might talk about the number of economic dollars that entrepreneurs bring to our area. And we know that's millions of dollars that local businesses bring to Greensboro. Or I might talk about the number of jobs that are available because of entrepreneurs in our area starting businesses so that they can employ other people. We know that living in a place like Greensboro, where it's very family oriented, is a prize. And the way families are able to do that is through employment in the local area. So I thought about kind of highlighting those things. I even thought about talking about the history of entrepreneurship in Greensboro. I thought about the ingenuity of the merchants in the historic Warnersville community here in Greensboro, how they used entrepreneurship to support the African American community and to support the families in that community. I also thought about the history of the Vicks Chemical Company, right? Who knew that all the time when you were a kid and your mom was putting Vicks Vapor Up on you, that was started right here in Greensboro. Or I thought about visionaries like the Coen brothers. I mean, you've heard all of those great things before, and you know that Greensboro is a great place to start your dream as an entrepreneur. And because I'm at a university most of the time, I also thought about talking about the connection between universities, particularly my own university, the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, and how we are investing so much in our students so that they will have an entrepreneurial attitude. All of that celebrates entrepreneurship in Greensboro. But I thought after the year that we've had, I needed to do something different. I needed to celebrate entrepreneurs, not only in telling kind of all the great things that we typically would, but I wanted to speak directly to those owners of small businesses and just say thank you. I'm in a unique position as I work with entrepreneurs locally, whether it's at the university or whether it's just around the Triad area. But I'm in a unique position to hear about what they're doing and what they're faced with. And in the last year, as you know, our city has been faced with a great deal, and even our country. And so a part of that has been what our businesses have faced. We celebrate the first responders, and we're very grateful for what they've done for us. But I think today is a day to thank entrepreneurs, to thank small businesses. Because throughout this year, even as we've struggled, you have worked hard to keep your businesses open, not just for yourself, but for the people you serve in your community. I've been able to hear from entrepreneurs who are trying to transition their business so that they could provide sustainable, whole foods, healthy foods for our vulnerable citizens. And they've come and talked to me about ways to transition into doing that. I've talked to entrepreneurs who, as the concerns around Black Lives Matters have risen in our city, they have said, even if I'm being impacted by what's going on, I am supporting that talk, that walk, that doing for justice. And I'm trying to position my business so that I can help that cause. And so I've had conversations with businesses right downtown that are trying to understand and support and engage. I've also talked to business owners that support our police and who say that when police don't do the right thing, we should call them on it. But when they're doing the right thing, we need to support them. And as a business, I want to support police who protect me. And so in this time where we're trying to get our feet up under us, where we're trying to rebuild our city, what I want to say is not only thank the people who have been our first responders, but also thank the businesses that have supported what we're trying to do, which is live in our community and be safe in our community. I want to thank you. Right now, you're trying to transition your business. Some of you are struggling with, how do I get customers back into my store? What do I do about how wearing masks and protection is impacting my business? Some of you are trying to figure out what to do now because during the pandemic, the nature of your business was just what we needed, and your business kind of flourished, and you're trying to figure out, how can I then position myself for a future when we're not under a pandemic condition? Those are all big questions. And so I want you to think about, as you move into the future, what's going to be the role of small business? You're not just a little part of what happens in Greensboro, you're a large part of what happens in Greensboro. You are, in fact, the vein of the community. You keep us going. And so I want you to now think about the strategies that you will use in the future, because you understand and know when things get hard, businesses get going. You know that ingenuity that is a part of our history, that it was a part of those merchants that were in Warnersville, that is within you. And so now is your chance to take what you've learned over the last year here in Greensboro and to say to yourself, how will you have an impact on our community in the future? How will you grow and develop your business because you have learned so much about how critical you are for the survival for yourself and for the neighbors. It has not gone unnoticed. The number of businesses that where the owner couldn't pay themselves a salary because they were committed to paying their employees' salaries over the last year. It has not gone unnoticed the number of businesses that maybe gave away free services or provided free meals to someone else. It has not gone unnoticed the number of businesses that ask me about how can they start an apprenticeship or internship program with their business because they know how important it is to pass what they know about their business on to young people as a part of helping our culture survive. And so this day is a celebration of you. It is a celebration for all that you've contributed over the last year and the greatness that you always are as entrepreneur. And it is about challenging you into the future to take what you've learned and to make more wonderful things happen. And so just as a person who works with entrepreneurs on a regular basis, I thank you. I thank you for your contribution.
Thank you, Dr. James. We're so excited to have you join us as the instructor for our new Scale to Excel program. And so very excited that you could join us today for the Small Business Awards. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our MC, Brian Vanoy, Executive Vice President and Chief Credit Risk Officer with a Legacy Federal Credit Union. Brian has more than 25 years of experience in the financial services sector. He has experience in working with small businesses, and we are excited to have him with us today for his 5th time as the MC of these awards. Please join me in welcoming Brian.
Thank you, Tracy. On behalf of all of us gathered virtually today, please allow me to thank the entire Chamber staff for the tremendous work of the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce. In particular, we thank you for the many ways you have responded to the pandemic and to other recent events affecting our community. The flexibility and the diligence you have shown has ensured that your important work has continued without interruption. Let me also thank the other partners in today's event, the Mayor's Committee for Persons with Disabilities and the Nussbaum Center for Entrepreneurship. Your organizations make us better, and you help us ensure opportunity for each and every member of our community. We at A Legacy are proud to help sponsor our community's Small Business Awards again this year. The importance of small business in Greensboro and the surrounding area cannot be overstated. In these unprecedented times, the need to gather in support of small business owners, their customers, and their employees is critical. Celebrating our creative, productive, innovative, inclusive, and resilient small business community is a great way to support this part of our economy. To all who have logged into this exciting event, we at A Legacy count it a privilege to be among you today, just as we count it a privilege to offer innovative and reliable financial solutions to businesses and consumers across the Triad. In many ways, the pandemic has underscored A Legacy's long-held position that the linkage between financial well-being and physical well-being cannot be denied. The crisis we have all experienced has reinforced A Legacy's commitment to finding ways to positively impact the well-being of businesses, the people they serve, and our community at large. We do so not only through innovative loan and deposit services offered by the credit union, but also through our financial planning practice, our employee benefits agency, and our fraud services company. Please don't hesitate to reach out if any of this resonates with you, and if there's anything we can do to help you be your best you. That's enough from me. Let's get on with the awards. Our first award of the program today is the Brant Taylor Barrier-Free Success Award. Given by the Mayor's Committee for Persons with Disabilities, this award recognizes and honors an individual or an organization that has made significant contributions to creating a barrier-free environment for persons with disabilities. Congratulations to this year's honoree.
Hi, I'm Susan Brayman, the manager at the Greensboro Aquatic Center, and it's my honor to be representing the Greensboro Aquatic Center as this year's recipient of the Bryant Taylor Barrier Free Success Award. This means a lot to us, so I want to first thank the Mayor's Committee for recognizing the Greensboro Aquatic Center for our strong commitment that we've had from the day we opened for inclusion and for our goal of reducing barriers and to make sure that we're providing aquatic services for all ages and for all abilities. We take a lot of pride in this, and I think sometimes we're known more for the competition side of things, but it's a very valuable component of what we provide to Greensboro and our citizens. I also want to thank the sponsors of this, because this is what allows us to advocate for reducing barriers and providing opportunities for people. At the Aquatic Center here, we have year-round aquatic adaptive programming, and we're very involved. Every Friday, we are eager to welcome back our adapted students for their recreation and fitness, and also for their just enjoyment of the water and their water safety skills. We're also proud longtime partners with the Subway's Autism Awareness Program, as well as the I Can Swim program that we host annually. And these programs don't just bring awareness, but they also just provide that opportunity for those folks with disabilities to get in and take swimming lessons, to take water safety classes, and to really participate in the same activities that all the others do at the Greensboro Aquatic Center. So to that extent, we thank you so much. And on behalf of the great instructor staff that we have here, and the supervisors of the aquatics programs for adapted and those with disabilities, thank you. Thank you very much.
We will now present the Outstanding Employer of the Year Award. Each year, the Mayor's Committee for Persons with Disabilities also recognizes an Outstanding Employer of the Year for demonstrating significant achievements toward improving employment opportunities for people with disabilities. This award is given to employers with an exceptional record of hiring and/or facilitating employment for people with disabilities, as well as making efforts toward a barrier-free environment. Please join me in celebrating this year's honoree.
Hello, my name is Russell Morgan. I am the CEO of Morgan Support Services located here in Greensboro, North Carolina. I am thrilled and honored to accept the Mayor's Committee for Persons with Disabilities Award for Employer of the Year on behalf of the wonderful staff at Morgan Support Services. We pride ourselves on our ability to reach into the lives of those who choose our services, and that commitment is evidenced on a daily basis by an increased quality of life in those we support. We are happy to be a part of this community. We're proud of the work that we've done, and we are extremely honored to accept this award. Thank you.
Up next, we will honor the Nussbaum Center for Entrepreneurship Associate of the Year Award. Congratulations to this year's deserving recipient.
We at Relief Heating and Cooling would like to thank the Chamber of Commerce for supporting and recognizing small businesses within the community, along with providing this platform to give us this recognition. Matthew and I would like to express our extreme gratitude to the Nussbaum Center for choosing our company, Relief Heating and Cooling, for Associate of the Year Award. Upon entering the doors at Nussbaum, we have had nothing but positive experiences with the overall support of the facility and warm welcomeness of other business owners. We at Relief Heating and Cooling are excited for this recognition and ready for what 2021 has to offer. Thank you, Sam, Clay, and Lisa, for your warm greeting and for affordable office with internet, conference room, and business support established for companies like me starting out with a dream and little direction.
Relief Heating and Cooling was formed in 2007, initially as a part-time business. In 2015, when I got laid off, my wife and I set up a plan to build Relief into a fully functioning company. We started with 2 trucks at the Nosbaum Center in 2015, and today we have 5 service trucks and 1 installed truck with 8 employees. We provide residential, light commercial, heating and cooling services for our clients from Winston-Salem, High Point, Greensboro, and Burlington. We install, repair, and perform maintenance on heat pumps, boilers, dehumidifiers, air conditioning, and air purification systems for homes and businesses. We give our customers choices and options so they can choose what's best for their family at an affordable price.
And we'd like to say again, thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Next up is the Chamber's new Goal Setter Award. This award recognizes a business that invests in the economic vitality of our region by its support of the Accelerate Greensboro initiative. A company recognized with this award has shown strong support for the value of minority-owned businesses in our ecosystem. The Goal Setter Company has demonstrated long-term commitment by investing in the Accelerate Greensboro initiative and generating significant revenue through new business partnerships with minority-owned companies in the Accelerate Greensboro portfolio. Congratulations to this year's inaugural winner.
Hi, I'm Doug Rasmussen, President of Payco Cabin Solutions. And Payco Cabin Solutions, we manufacture seating and other monuments that go inside of aircraft, and we do the engineering to support those activities. We are honored to receive this award from the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce and the Accelerate Greensboro program. We're certainly a supporter of that program. We are particularly pleased to have been nominated by one of our suppliers and really one of our partners, Core Technologies. We've worked with them on a number of programs. They've been a really good partner. They're a partner that's, like our business, has been impacted by the downturn in aviation, but we're all hopeful that we're going to see aviation starting to move in a more positive direction going forward. And we look forward to continuing to work with the local community. We see a lot of value in having local partners. It allows us to be a more agile business, to be, besides benefiting our own community, there's good solid business reasons for doing what we do. So again, thank you very much, and we look forward to continuing to work together.
Nominations for the following business awards were solicited from the Greensboro Chamber's members, partners, and the community. Winners were selected from a competitive pool of nominees who met the following criteria: own or operate a small business as defined by having fewer than 100 employees, have an established and viable business, show growth in employees and or in sales volume, respond to adversity, and are involved in community service. First up is the Community Contributor Award. This recognition pays tribute to an organization or an individual that makes a big difference in the lives of our local small business community, contributing to their success as an advocate, champion, and a tangible resource. Congratulations to our honoree.
Thank you so much. I'm Zach Matheny, and I am the President and CEO of Downtown Greensboro Incorporated. And for those of you that may not know, we are the nonprofit organization that specializes in the economic development and social development of the center city of Greensboro. And we're so honored to receive this Community Partner Award in recognition for the last 12 months. But I gotta say, you know, as much as I get to accept this on behalf of our DGI team, it was truly a collaborative effort on how do we work and help the community through this tough time. And for example, we couldn't have done what we've done for Feeding the Front Lines, for 12 days of meals, for downtown in December, without the help of a legacy federal credit union. They were our premier sponsor, but also the individuals and organizations that chipped in, the foundations, the Greensboro Chamber, Action Greensboro. And so it is truly, as Greensboro does so well, a community collaborative effort in making these things come to fruition. Feeding the Front Lines was something that we could feed 100 workers a day for 34 days at Cone Hospital for administering COVID tests. And in doing that, we were able to partner with over 20 restaurants in downtown Greensboro and their staff to get much needed revenue because they were closed at the time. 12 days of meals, the community stepped up again, and we were able to provide 250 meals at Greensboro Urban Ministry a day for 24 days, a tremendous benefit for their clients as well as our small businesses and our retailers. The Retail Revitalization Grant Program, we gave 75 $1,500 grants just to say thank you for trying to survive this COVID environment that we're all suffering from. And now as we come back, it's going to take a community effort to support these small businesses. Get your vaccine. Please get your vaccine. Let's get back and be together and continue to support these small businesses, not only in downtown Greensboro, but throughout the Triad. Let's do it together. Thank you so much, but thank you so much to the community for all your support.
It goes without saying that the COVID-19 pandemic threw everyone for a loop. With a special award for this year, this recognition goes to an organization that did not miss a beat. They were responsive and they adapted their business to the current climate. Congratulations to this resilient honoree.
So hi, we are Don and Christy Milholland, and we are from Out of the Garden Project. We are so excited and so grateful to be here with the Chamber today, accepting the Pivot Pro Award for 2020. Just a little bit of history and a little bit of background about who we are and what we do. We run Out of the Garden Project, which has become the largest independent food organization for our local area, our local community, Guilford County and the surrounding Greensboro, Hudson, Wilson. We began our program very simply and very humbly because we realized that there were some children in our local schools, Moorhead Elementary, that needed some food assistance on the weekends. And so we just simply began packing food bags around our table, probably back in 2008. Been running this organization for about 13 years. We have grown tremendously in that time with the help of many local partners, individuals, faith communities, and we are so grateful for all of those partners.
We're so grateful for this Pivot Pro Award. Part of the reason during 2020, we normally receive about 1 million pounds of food in a normal year. Well, this last year we received 6.2 million pounds of food, and we're able to get that out. We were part of the USDA's, one of their waves of food to families. We also received a tremendous amount of food from HF Food Groups here in town. We gave away 1 million meals during the first 8 weeks of the pandemic. And then we gave away another 1,275 tons of food through September and October with the USDA. And so we completely changed our program. We made our volunteers wear masks. They get tested for their temperature. And it was a complete turnaround. But fortunately, our markets were already drive-through markets. So we just increased those from 19 to 34 at one point. And we're very grateful to the Chamber for this Pivot Pro Award. Thank you.
Thank you.
Creating a company culture is not just for large corporations. The recipient of the Culture Creator Award is a small business that is intentional in creating and demonstrating a culture of inclusivity and equality. They continually invest in the development and well-being of their employees. Congratulations to this year's Culture Creator.
Hi everyone, my name is Catherine Hubert and I am the owner of Chez Jeunesse, which is a small French-inspired restaurant in downtown Greensboro. And a big part of our mission is that we employ adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. And it's honestly both an honor and a challenge to accept this award today. It's an honor because it feels so validating to be seen by our community for the mission that we hold. And it's also a challenge because I know that our work is far from being done. We want to live in a world where inclusivity and diversity aren't just terms that get tossed around, but instead that they are hard facts of everyday life. As so many of the events of this past year and even this past week have demonstrated, we are not quite there yet. Friends, diversity and inclusion are not just boxes to check or goals to meet. The purpose is for us to not be esteemed for good work that we're doing, but instead to give voice and to advocate for people that the world would otherwise try to overlook. Diversity and inclusion, I believe, start with we are all humans. My heart beats and your heart beats. You are worthy of my respect, of my time, of my resources, and of my focus, because you are a human being and you are incredible. Friends, I have a lot to still learn. I stand here today not as someone who has all of the answers or who has conquered all of her mess, but simply as someone who is scared, but willing and ready to address the brokenness in myself and the brokenness in our systems and to pursue change. I'm not going to lie, it's not always a comfortable journey, but it's one that I want to do with you. In order to continue together, we're going to have to be okay with sometimes getting it wrong. But wouldn't we rather sometimes get it wrong and admit that in our efforts to fight for what we know is just and right than to be so convinced we are right that we ignore the wrong surrounding us? Thank you for seeing Chez Jeunesse, and thank you for seeing my staff. I hope and trust that they will continue to inspire us to do and to be better. Our community depends on it. Let's start with the human and remember the heartbeat. I believe our lives and our world will slowly start to change because of it.
This year, more than ever, everyone involved in this event, from our staff to our selection committee, wants to celebrate all small businesses for their strength, their courage, and their resiliency. Though we've honored a few by name here today, many deserving small businesses were nominated for this year's awards. The People's Choice Award recipient was chosen through an online vote from the impressive pool of qualified 2020 nominees. Unlike our other awards, this winner does not know who they are, so this is a surprise for everyone live right now. Again, congratulations to all this year's nominees. Let's reveal our People's Choice winner. As we draw to a close, let me again thank you for the opportunity for a legacy to participate in today's event. And congratulations to each of the award recipients and nominees. Our final award is the Small Business of the Year Award. The winning company exemplifies both business and civic leadership. Community involvement, management practices, and overall financial performance are the primary criteria for this category. Congratulations to this year's Small Business of the Year.
My name is Danny Brown, President and CEO of United Maintenance Group here in Greensboro, North Carolina. On behalf of United Maintenance Group, I'd like to say what an honor and a and a pleasure it is to be awarded this year's Small Business of the Year award. It certainly is a pleasure, and I'm humbled by the award. And what I can say that I'm standing in one of the facilities that helped me to achieve this award through the chamber. I'm standing at the temporary site for number 56 fire station, which is on McConnell Road. Previously, you probably seen some footage of the wastewater treatment plant, TZ Osborne, where we also did some work that would demonstrate that when given the opportunity, what a minority company can do in a given situation. With that being said, I'd like to again thank the chamber. I'd like to thank Ms. Nikita Green for all of her hard work and dedication that she's given to us through our Minority Business Accelerator program. And I also like to thank the president of the chamber, Brent Christensen. Thank you.
Congratulations to all of our winners. We hope that by joining us here today, you learned something about a new business or a service provided in our market, and that the next time you're in need of a service, that you will think local first. We've got some great companies, obviously, that offer wonderful things for our community. Our last piece of business here today is a very special announcement by our friends at Spectrum Reach. As part of the Pay It Forward campaign across the state, they are partnering with Chambers of Commerce to give away a commercial package of $15,000 to a locally owned company. At this time, I'll let them tell you more about the campaign and our local recipient.
Hi, Danny. I'm Drew Niven with Spectrum Reach. I want to congratulate you on United Maintenance Group's recognition by the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce as their Small Business of the Year. This peer-based recognition is no small feat in any year, but it's quite the feat coming off the 2020 year that none of us really want to be through again business-wise. At Spectrum Reach, we're proud to work with small businesses and communities all over the country, and we're committed to helping them grow. Part of what we want to do today is recognize your efforts on behalf of many, many small companies who persevered in 2020. We'd like to do that with a $15,000 marketing grant to help you grow United Maintenance Group into 2021 and beyond. Congratulations.
Thank you to Spectrum Reach for providing this amazing prize package. I think that's it for today. We hope that you enjoyed the event and that you have a wonderful rest of your day.